Hi, I'm Yinka, and this is The Hurt Locker, a podcast where we open a door into men's mental health. Come and go. Okay, so you procrastinator?
Yeah.
Would you see yourself as a people pleaser?
That might be true. Might have dropped a layer in logic there.
Me or you?
I weathered the storm.
For want of a better phrase, how do you navigate those storms?
I want to be happier. I can't imagine it, but I want to be happier.
You can't imagine it. That feels like a bit of sadness there.
Yeah.
You're listening to The Hurt Locker, the podcast that opens the door on men's mental health. And tonight we have a return of Radu Isac. Radu, welcome back to The Hurt Locker.
Hi, Yinka. Thanks for having me. Congrats on keeping the podcast going.
Thank you. How are things?
Yeah, they're pretty good. You know, it's the summer, so all the plans are aren't in the near future. So it's nothing. It's just it's just making plans about the future, but not having to worry about applying them.
Okay, so it's been almost a year since you were initially on The Hurt Locker. What's been happening?
Well, gigging a lot.
Okay. Tell us more.
About the gigging, I've been we started to put stuff online, but basically I went from I had a year when I wanted to do short benign jokes because I felt like it's easier to do them night after night. So I kind of wrote stuff that's great for that, and then this year I went back to just talking about the economy, which I'm also quite liking as a end result, but I'm hating as the process is way more difficult now. So I'm hating on myself for making myself do work.
Hating on yourself to do work. Okay. So tell me, looking back over the past year, what was your experience of The Hurt Locker like initially?
I don't know. It's honestly, and I almost had it as an objective on this one. I almost felt you got me to open up on the last episode, and I almost had it as an objective not to be a bit more closed off on this one, just to pull the rope back on my side.
To pull it back and to be less open.
Yeah. Because there are advantages to being less open as a person as well. You listen more, you learn more about the others. If you're too open yourself, then you never really hear what other people are saying.
I understand. So let's take a deep dive then. What's in your Hurt Locker?
And what am I hitting on these days?
Yeah, what's in your Hurt Locker?
I don't have small things I'm hating on. I keep hating on big things for some weird reason. I whatever I talk about on stage is also what I think about a lot during the day. But it really makes me sad of how everybody's going to work to just not really produce anything. We're just kind of at this point we're producing pollution more than anything else. I'm not optimistic in the future of the planet and so on. And I feel like we're just slowly going towards that end result. That's sort of what pisses me off. So basically, I'd like people to just be more relaxed.
You think we're heading towards a mutually assured destruction, as it were?
I think something is gonna give. I don't know if nuclear war. I don't know if global warming, but something is gonna give. I don't know if too much plastic, and we're all gonna get poison, mercury poison, and drop dead. But that something is gonna give.
Obviously, you worry about the states of the world as we're living in geopolitics, etc. What's your take on what's going on around the world?
What's my take on why this is happening?
Yeah, why it's happening.
Oh yeah, I think it's just people too self-involved and sort of too wanting too much, and sort of everybody just pulling a little bit until the explosion happens. Everybody just tugging and pressing at the situation until it all goes tits up.
I thought myself personally, I thought there was an opportunity, perhaps a missed opportunity when we were in COVID, in lockdown.
Okay.
I thought it was an opportunity for us to pause, reevaluate the direction we're going, and then maybe change that course of action. And I don't think we spoke about the impact of COVID for yourself.
For me, yeah, it got me tasting the sweet life of relaxation. For me, I did take a moment to reevaluate, and now I'm doing less than ever, and I'm happier than ever. But I'm I'm feeling the capitalism crushing me into a smaller and smaller person. Yeah, COVID really did sort of slowed me down, and I've never been able to accelerate myself to pre-COVID levels.
During that period, were you scared? Were you afraid?
I wouldn't say necessarily afraid, because if things are going, if the world I'm gonna say tits up again. I need to think of a better expression. But
It's will do.
if the world, if the all dies together, then it's nothing to do with me. So it wasn't like if the fact that the COVID was a planetary thing didn't really make me worried personally. You're just kind of, I was just kind of, okay, well, now let's just sit calmly and see what happens. I'd be worried if everybody on the planet was thriving, and I would be the only one not being able to make ends meet.
Did your relatives, family, friends in Romania, how did they deal with it? Were you in contact with them?
We spoke for a bit. I even went there for part of one of the lockdowns. I transferred abroad. Uh, in Romania, I think they didn't have the full sort of lockdown. The government is going to pay you to stay at home, so it wasn't as there were like fewer people on the streets, and something definitely was happening, but it wasn't as like from another planet as it was here. Like I remember here going to Leicester Square and it being empty, and it felt like, okay, well, I'm in another universe on another planet now.
28 days later.
Yeah, but in Romania, that never fully happened.
Remind me again, you've come to the UK. How long have you been in the UK?
So like 10 years now.
10 years? Okay. Do you see yourself ever going back to Romania? Or is the UK going to be your base permanently?
I don't know. I would say both the UK and Romania right now stand at somewhere at like 20% chances to get my dead body when I'm done. And I think 60% we don't know yet. 60% I'm still young enough. I'm
Of
keeping my
course.
dead body to myself.
I think last time when we spoke, you said that you were going to be touring in other countries.
Yeah.
Did that
Uh,
materialize or?
yeah. It was pretty good. I'm gonna do the same thing next year. It's way more fulfilling to do to do the tour and do the whole hour at the comedy club. It's more tiring because you're on the road, and I'm not as happy to be on the road as I was in the past. And again, I don't mean to keep complaining about work, but yeah, it's way more work than just doing the circuit.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to, yeah, I'm trying to find a good balance. I don't want to work myself into a corner.
Okay. Can I ask in terms of your art form, your comedy, how has that changed over time?
I think it sort of became more me. I think for some reason there's like a little mechanism that got me that works in me of every time a joke worked. I just got more confident, and that just made me a bit more myself. So like in time, sort of comedy really honestly is my comedy. I think is the most me thing out there. I think it's more me than my actual sort of skin and bone.
Okay. And what's the message you're trying to convey through your comedy?
Right now, I'm trying to get people to relax a little bit.
Okay.
Uh,
Go
that's
on.
that's what I'm pushing towards. But in general, I kind of I'd like to have my name in some sort of if we become like an interplanetary species, I'd like to be one of the representatives of humanity. But uh, if that's what sort of that if that's like if the option is open. But in reality, I want some attention. I wanna not necessarily buy a house, but rent a house for the rest of my life. And
Okay.
I want to lie down and and and
And if
and uh,
and if you and if you were to be the interplanetary representative on behalf of El Mundo, what would your
uh
manifesto be?
oh, my manifesto. So, I would kind of also have to see what the other species are doing, and it would have to I'd have to do a bit of research. I can't just go to the meeting and complain about the Earthlings. See what we can be doing better. I need to I need to see what we can correct in the aliens too. But maybe uh I guess you know just just enjoy yourself and then stop it.
Or as Tim says, to be politically erect.
Politically erect, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Tell me, I mean, is there a lot of on the comedy circuit? Is there a lot of competition?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's honestly it's hard to remember everybody. Yeah, I'm not even thinking that we're almost competing. It's sort of I see new faces all the time, so yeah, it's that is quite nice. That is sort of that is like the one good humbling feeling I had in the last few months of I was feeling like I could do like bigger clubs and talk to like bigger aliens and so on. And then I kind of started feeling good about still getting bookings at comedy clubs, because that's also sort of like the numbers are kind of very against that happening. It's a pocket of happiness I can pull on at any time in my life.
Do you find, I mean, you talk about the competitiveness. Do you
Yeah,
find that there's envy there within the comedy world?
I think maybe there is. From my part, there definitely is. But
Tell me more.
it's mostly like, come on, that person. I thought the world was a bit more like me, and then it's also the learning experience of no, apparently the world is more like that person, and you move on.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it
I
starts
don't
from
know.
envy, but it grows into a beautiful flower.
So tell me, Radu, where do we go here today? This is very much you and yours.
Okay.
Does the
Yeah.
future concern you?
I kind of, I know it's gonna be, everybody dies at the end, so I know it's not gonna. There's no like happy ending. Maybe there is, with maybe one of the religions is correct, and the one with the most angels come and fondle our penises as we die. But if that doesn't,
Yes, yes.
but if that doesn't happen, yeah, I'm just gonna. So I'm coming to terms with the fact that I am getting older, so stuff is gonna hurt more and more until eventually I'm gonna drop dead, and I need to keep myself entertained in the meantime.
Can I
But
ask,
yeah,
how do you deal with anger and frustration? What's your outlet? I know you'll say jokes, etc., writing jokes, but what is your outlet?
no,
Seriously.
I like swearing. I'm addicted to some stuff, so probably I go to one of the addictions.
Talk to me about addictions. Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? What?
A bit of alcohol, a bit of drugs, a bit of porn, a bit of chess. Chess is an addiction, but yeah,
Do you play chess?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I play to the point, an unhealthy level. I play bullets, so it's one of those where you keep. Do you play as well?
I play as well, yeah. I play Blitz. I do Blitz 3 minutes.
Okay. I was last time when we spoke. That's the big change. I was at the 1+0, and now I'm at 2+1, and I'm trying to like calm down and go back to like maybe a 5+0. That's sort of my dream for the future.
It feels like if oh gosh, okay, this is possibly says a lot about me as well. Then it feels like we get a little bit of that adrenaline rush when we're playing chess,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But it's got a habit of just seeping and taking our time away as well.
yeah. Also, like progressing in chess doesn't really. They always kind of go. You need to progress, but it's not like you're gonna be happier that you learned a new opening. But also, if you're not progressing, it does feel like it's the same sort of repetitive, dumb motion of
Yes.
leading nowhere.
Same mistakes all
Yes,
the
yeah,
time. Yes, the
yeah.
checkmates, etc. When you could see them coming.
I've seen this position 4,000 times. I have no idea what to do now. 7 moves in. Why did I play all the 6 other moves before?
Madness, madness. But I do enjoy chess. But it's a stealer of time. Who knew? Maybe I'll play you in a game of chess sometime soon.
Oh yeah, well, that'd be great.
So your addictions?
So a bit of alcohol, a bit of weed, uh, and then I think napping is a bit of an addiction. I like playing with the trash, but not playing with it, but just packing it very, very correctly and taking it out. Very sort of very efficiently. I like to find like the most efficient way to pack up the trash, and I think that's a good use of my time. I honestly do believe that that's a good use of my time. I think the guy dressing up and putting on a tie and going to work in for Barclays, that he's not using his time correctly. I think just sit here and pack out the garbage.
Well, I couldn't possibly comment on such things. So come on, Radu, where are we going next?
I don't know. Well, why can't we just sit here? Why do we have to go anywhere? That's sort of it's somewhat it's so nice,
That's good. That's good. Okay.
but that's literally the issue I had, and I feel like I've been having this issue my whole life. People wanting to do something when well this is fine. Why do we need to stress ourselves out when it's fine right now?
It's true. It's true. It's like we've always got to be on the march to be going somewhere, to be doing something.
Yeah, there's like a lot of oddities in humanity, but I feel like this one really doesn't get talked about enough.
What they're doing, having to do, or feeling compelled to do.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Feeling compelled and this sort of doing useless things, but still kind of doing them. All these questionnaires were like apparently like all these studies were like apparently something like 80% of their people think their job is useless but like a crazy high number. I don't know the number, but like a crazy high number.
It is, but I think that's predicated by the fact that people need to work to buy things, to do whatever it is that they feel, to give a purpose to their lives.
Even the things they buy, they don't. It's not like it's still a T-shirt that they ordered online that doesn't fit them, and it's gonna sit in the back of the closet. Even like a huge percentage of the things that they buy with the money still doesn't go anywhere, and it also kind of goes basically in the ocean, and that creates some sort of a pollution that creates a problem that's gonna create more work for everybody in the future. So I feel like I honestly feel like the reason I can't enjoy my life is other people mismanaging theirs. Other people are doing too much with their life, and now every nap I take, I'm a bit worried.
In case you missed the memo that something's happened.
Exactly. I'm not. They're not. I used to nap as a kid, but those naps were so much quieter. Like the brain would properly shut off. But right now, it's still. I still kind of what if the rents double in a month's time? There's no reason for the rents to double, but people working overworking, that might double the rents.
As you were talking there, I was just thinking,
Okay.
would living off the grid appeal to you?
I kind of, yeah, but I do have the fear of having the fear of missing out. I
Oh, FOMO.
yeah, I fear FOMO. So that's sort of, I thought about it, but and it's still like in the future eventually, hopefully.
I get a sense that you'd like a solitary or minimalist existence.
I think I would, but it is like a big chance to take. Because what if I get there and I hate it? And also, like, my life has been like I left from a very small town, and then I went to like Bucharest, which is like way bigger, and then I went to London, which is again way bigger. So I am fearful of going in the other direction. Whenever I go to like a small town, I just love it, but I'm fearful. I think I think my body knows I'm still too young.
I think for me, I don't know. I think, or maybe even if it's not a small town, a rural lifestyle.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot. But also like rural people, we tend to romanticize. But I think if I were to live like a day in my grandpa's shoes, I would I would nap by like 9:30 a.m. I would be done. So I understand it from that point of view as well. I know there's like a big learning curve, like with anything else. But yeah, maybe slowly get out of London. I do really enjoy looking at London. Like I enjoy how much like seeing it. It's so big that it changes before your very eyes. Like I've never experienced that with a city. In my hometown, there were like four houses being built at the same time. Now in London, it's sort of like everywhere you look, and it's a big change. And
Yeah, there's cranes all over the place.
yeah,
Um, for me, I do love London. I love its pulse. I love its energy.
yeah.
But at the same time, I find it really impersonable as well. That people haven't got time for each other. That people are very quick
Uh,
to just move on to the next thing, to the next thing. It's very disposable.
Yeah, whenever I moved from like a smaller town to like a bigger place, I've heard that about the bigger place that people are more impersonal, and that's never the thing that's bothered me. in
Okay.
my in my head, it's because it's not like I really like talking to people, but like you'd rarely have a meaningful conversation when you're making small talk with somebody on a train platform. Like it's almost if you try to say something meaningful, you'd almost get like a weird look from the other person.
Absolutely. That's why you need to come up north.
Okay, so up north, you think that the conversations are
I
as good in at the bus stop?
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
on the bus stop, on the trains, you know. I think that there's a different sensibilities when you're up north compared to down south. Definitely. And people will take that time of day to do more than small talk.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it. I do sort of like I don't know why, but sometimes I enjoy getting on a train and knowing I have an hour of being alone.
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
know. And it's not like I'm surrounded by people. Like I'm I'm alone during the day here as well. But like it's a different alone. It's alone without my laptop on the train. It's just the window and my phone. It's sort of I'm more secluded somehow.
Do you meditate?
I go for walks, for a run or for like a swim. So I don't know if that counts, but
It
that's sort of
counts. It counts, yeah. Do you do that regularly?
yeah, I do it a few times a week.
Very good.
Uh,
Good.
it, like I mostly I don't like myself when I say obvious correct things. Like I don't like myself when I eat a salad, wear a seatbelt. I don't like those sentences. But but yeah, I eat a lot of salads and I do a lot of sport. It's easy and you feel fantastic. It's so noticeably different when you don't.
Absolutely. Do you worry about your health?
Uh, yeah, I don't do like a crazy amount, but yeah, to some extent, yeah. But I'm not. I don't think like a crazy amount. Then I'm fine with like I don't know. I have this weird quiet in my life. I feel like I've sort of achieved most of the things I set out to do. So it's either I need to get like a new dream or it all could have been bigger and better and more of it. And I'm still working on getting bigger and better and more of it. But and sort of in the headspace I created for myself as a teenager, I feel like I've
Mm.
achieved being a human. I feel like I'm good.
Mm. Do you have any regrets?
Like the little actions I had, the things I said that I would change, probably. But I don't know which way I'd go. I don't know if I would be more tepid or more pushy with the with the thing I regret saying.
What
And that
scares
makes
you?
sense. What scared me? Uh, I have this. I feel like I have this weird feeling about fear that it's sort of like you shouldn't have it because the second you know it's fine to have it, but the first thing you need to do with it is just kind of get rid of it, so then you can think logically about what needs to be done about the thing that scared you.
Okay.
So
Tell
fear is
me,
sort of
tell me more.
so yeah, fear is like a reaction, and then the main thing is okay. Well, now try not to feel it. Try not to feel that feeling, and think about what to do with the thing.
Okay, you're speaking cryptically to me. Unpick that for me.
It's still too trip. Um, so maybe like even maybe like a fight situation or like a sort of any sort of uh,
What, confrontation?
any sort of a confrontation type thing. There's no fear is good because then it's a confrontation.
You dislike confrontations?
Um, I daydream about confrontations, so I don't think I dislike them, but I never feel good about the result, even if I'm the one that won it or the one that lost the confrontation. You still kind of feel shitty afterwards. So
Why?
because 'cause if you lost it, you feel shitty because you lost it. If you won it, you feel shitty because you were mean.
It's a dog eat dog world, or so they tell me.
That is true. But then it's always the strong that sort of win, and it's always the strong that kind of need to know to not fight in the first place.
Mm.
If that makes sense.
It does make sense. It makes perfect sense. Would you see yourself as a people pleaser?
I have thought about that fairly recently, and I am afraid that might be true. But yeah, I don't know for sure. And also, a people pleaser in the theoretical sense, in the practical sense, I'm definitely not a people pleaser.
Okay. Okay. Are you critical of yourself?
I'm critical of myself. I think I am. Yeah, I think I probably am. But also, I do cut myself slack a lot. Like sometimes, like yeah, like I have like an email. I should have sent it's been over a month now since I've been postponing, and it's just basically it's gonna take me like 25 minutes to go to different links and put them in like an email, and then read it twice and send it. And it's taking me like I don't know where we started from, but that's basically that's literally what I have on my what I've been having on my chest for the last month.
Okay, so you procrastinator.
I'm a big procrastinator. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just one email that is ruining summer 2025 for me. Like usually I wake up and I plan when I'm gonna sit down and work at it, and then I negotiate with myself during the day to not do it then when time has come. But this morning I woke up and I said, no, today you're just not doing it, and that's fine.
And that's okay.
I think I am critical of myself because I constantly kind of go, what could I have done better? But I'm also very lenient
Lenient, yeah, okay.
with myself because yeah, like this morning I was worth it. Now I do feel a bit of guilt for not not doing the email, but not that much.
Okay.
Usually when I try and fail, I feel more guilt than when I don't try.
Okay. Do you like yourself? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the top, what would you
I
score yourself?
I wouldn't want there to be to answer this with a lie detector, and I hope it's not 10.
You hope it's not 10.
I hope it's not 10. I
Why
honestly hope
not?
it. 'Cause, you know, uh, that's not. It sounds a bit incestuous to like yourself to the to the 10.
Is it? Tell me why. Tell me more on that one.
Like that can't be that can't be that can't be healthy, right? To like to think of yourself from 1 to 10 to give yourself the maximum grade.
But if I asked you, like I asked you last time, who's the most important person in your life?
Okay,
Who
which
would it be?
yeah, it's definitely still me.
Okay. Okay.
But well, would liking just like if you like yourself to the maximum, how do you how do you evolve as a person? How do you ever change something if you like yourself that much?
Well, I suppose that having that insight, having that self-awareness, having that belief in yourself, they're important qualities. Aren't they things that we strive for?
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, 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 yeah. I see what you mean. Might have dropped a layer in logic there.
Me or you?
No, yeah, I did it. I did it. I was thinking you have to hate something at yourself before you want to change it, rather than you can kind of like yourself, and if you notice something that you don't like, then change it.
Then you change it, yeah?
Uh, yeah, no, I think I'm a bit bipolar with liking myself. I guess anybody. I don't know if it's like anybody, but yeah, I think I'm a bit bipolar with liking myself. So
I don't know. For me, I think it's something that we strive for.
okay,
I genuinely do, and some people, you speak about people doing jobs.
yeah,
Most of the people who are in jobs today
yeah,
don't enjoy the jobs that they do, but it's born out of necessity. I would say maybe 20% of people are actually doing the things that nourished them, nurtured them, that they fully feel that this is my purpose.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree there. That
I know you said about, you know, bipolar, but talk to me about mental health and its importance to you.
um. So it's in the news. So I try
Forget the
to.
news, forget the news, forget the news. You talk to me about
eh,
mental health and its importance.
that's what I'm starting from. Sort of like
Go on, Dan. Go
it's
on,
in the
Dan.
news,
I'm
so I
letting you,
kind of know
I'm
about
letting
the
you start.
terminology. I've seen it in a lot of a lot of movies. I still sort of like push comes to shove. I still kind of feel like we're alone on Earth. So you kind of have to deal with whatever is in your head by yourself. You're never going to be able to fully hand over the keys to anybody else.
Go on, can I just unpick
So
that a little bit?
so I'm a bit
Because
of a yeah,
go on, you're a bit of
some
a
DIY when it comes to mental health. That sort of maybe it's like maybe it's insecurity thing.
yeah.
It's just easier to handle it with yourself. But also, if you do it yourself, you get better at you get to know yourself this way somehow.
Yeah, yeah, but if a person is struggling with mental health, then there's a
Yeah.
sense that you reach out for support.
Oh,
You don't try and fix it. I'm not a mechanic, so if anything was to happen to my car, then I'm just going to take it to the garage straight away.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
and I think it's interesting the way you've raised that and worded that because I think there's something in that about not trusting others and not trusting other people to have your best interest at heart.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That definitely is. I definitely agree there. And I'm not saying I'm happy that the thing that it exists and people can go and ask for help when they need it. But I'm just saying my relationship with like mental health and how I feel about me personally dealing with the loud voices in my head. You know, they come and go. I try to I weather the storm, and it's almost part of the beauty of life. You just kind of you just look at another storm coming, and you just kind of sit inside the window.
How do you manage that? How, for want of a better phrase, how do you navigate those storms if there's a constancy there? And you might not necessarily be the best person with which to support you, if that makes
Uh,
sense.
I understand, but also finding the best person to that could help me that still takes a few tries. Chances are it's not gonna happen from the first phone call I make.
Are you against reaching out for support?
No, 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 not at all, not at all.
Would you engage in therapy?
I think we covered this last time a bit, and like I'm enjoying the conversation. I really honestly am, but it's not. It's there's a lot of things I want to do that I don't get to do in life. Like I'd like to go canoeing and so on. So
You'd like to?
to go canoeing, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm looking at the lake, and I'm
No.
seeing this lake for the longest time, and I haven't been canoeing, and that's why I said it.
Okay. Okay.
I could add therapy to the canoeing activity list. It's a good thing, but I'm never gonna do it.
Okay. That's honest. That's honest. What's stopping you from doing the canoeing?
To be fair, it's that email is a lot of it. If I would have sent an email, I think maybe I would have find the morning to go canoeing. So the fact I have that email in the back of my head that's stopping me from canoeing. But also I know that after canoeing, there's gonna be sailing, and after sailing, there's gonna be scuba diving, and there's always gonna be something I want to do.
The tapestry of life.
Yeah, yeah, it's very tiring.
Tiring.
Not tiring, you know. I enjoy it when I do it, but looking at the list of the things in the tapestry of life.
It's funny as I'm listening to you talk and I'm thinking about myself. I'm
Okay.
thinking about because you said about can't we just sit here and just do nothing and and it's like I don't think I've ever career wise I don't think I've ever said at a point in time, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know, I think I've just been like a trawler and just took whatever opportunities have come into my nets, as it were, and just gone with that. I know some people aspire to be doctors and lawyers or accountants or CEOs and all of that. That's not, that doesn't rock my boat, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I think for me, it's all about connections,
Okay.
you know. Life is about connections.
Yeah, for some reason I've never had that relaxation, and I am jealous of it. It's maybe the reason I'm in London angry about the fact that I have to do a lot of work.
I, I've got a friend, I had a friend, passed away sadly, and they were from up north, and they got into television, etc. You know, but they were spending what? I think it was about £800 a month, probably a bit more than that, for just one room in a house. And it was like, why? Why? So that they can be in the capital?
Yeah,
I don't know. For me, that doesn't make sense.
I know what you mean. It doesn't make sense, and I'm in it. For me, with stand up, it's sort of I don't know if it's if it's a thing that's like Edinburgh, like dying like Edinburgh, but at least a few years ago there was the big scenes in LA, New York, and London, and there's like a prestige in performing on these scenes. I don't know if it means anything anymore, but part of the reasons for my sorrows in life are me following that prestige that I have in my head that might not be a thing anymore.
That feels like a bit of sadness there.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I think it's I'm like middle aged now. I'm new middle age. So that's part of being middle aged. Kind of learn that you ran after some cars that sort of went on their way, and then you're still a dog in the street running for a different car now.
Okay. Does that does that presuppose for you that the clock is ticking?
Yeah. I'm aware of that as well. Also, the futileness of having ran for a car for like 12 years, and then realizing that car never existed, or it existed then it doesn't exist anymore, or and you need to find another. The emptiness that comes after learning that you can't run for the car you've been running for.
So how do you switch it up then? How do you?
I listen quietly, and something is gonna come. Some I'll find something that I enjoy doing. Maybe I found it already and I just don't know.
Well, Tim's put in. Jim Carrey has a quote: "You can
Okay.
fail at what you don't want, so you might as well take a chance at what you love."
Okay. Yeah. That is true. Uh, I love being a comedian, and I don't know if I failed in being a comedian, but also even the best comedian on the planet, like the ones that sort of the ones that really inspire me to find this path in life. Even those most of them still have like a second sort of or like a third act with their life. It's not they're not just like a comedian.
Absolutely.
So I'm jealous of their comedy career. The second thing they have in their life.
But I would say it begins and ends with you.
Oh yeah. I I agree there.
And
And
it ties in what I always ask the question: who's the most important person in your life?
okay.
You know,
Yeah. There's a Stephen Wright joke. I've been quoting it to people recently. So
go on.
like two twins just get separated at birth, and then by like some weird coincidence, they end up in the same hospital in the same room, one bed apart when they're dying, and one of them goes to the other. So, how was it? Eh,
Okay,
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like I feel like yeah, it starts and it ends with me, and I'm in the middle. I'm at the middle now.
okay, okay. You know what, Radu?
Okay.
I think there's going to be a third part to our podcast. You know that.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that.
You know,
Um, I wanna I wanna be happier. I can't imagine it, but I wanna be happier.
you can't imagine it.
Yeah. Like it's hard. Like you have to know what makes you happier, and you I can't in that sense I can't imagine it. I can't. So I don't know. I don't know how to. I don't know how to gain net happiness. I know how to lose weight. I know the theory on that. I don't know how to gain net happiness.
I'm not the guru on that one. And I think everybody's different there. You know, everybody is different there.
Yeah.
But I always think, I ask the question, what makes our life meaningful?
Okay.
You know, what is our sense of purpose? Is it to chase our dreams? And what happens if those dreams don't materialize? Can we switch it up and go another direction?
I think so. Yeah.
You know, but what is happiness?
Uh,
Have you ever been happy? Was there a period in your life when you were happy?
uh, there are a period that I remember as them being happy. I don't know if I was like constantly happy during those periods. And also, yeah, like different moments of joy and so on. But yeah, I equated more to moments of joy than to I don't know. I'm assuming that there's a big thick book that describes what happiness is. But
I think I lean towards contentedness.
okay,
You know, I don't. Who says when we're born that there's a path that says that it will give us happiness? What does happiness mean? It's unique to the individual. You know,
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's
it's
true.
unique to the individual, and even the richest people in the world, bloody hell, the rich. It doesn't seem like they're happy.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not. That's
You
definitely
know, so
that's definitely not
it's
true.
not about money, then, is it?
They're making us net unhappier for no gain of their net happiness.
100%,
Yeah.
100%. I know that we're in this metaverse universe, call it what you will, and we all rely on social medias and stuff like that. But I think we forgot how to connect and talk.
I think that's true to like a big extent. I don't know if I ever knew how to connect and talk because I kind of when I sort of turned 18, I think that's sort of when Facebook first went online. That might be. I think I still think people maybe like after you're 25, you kind of learn how to connect and talk to people.
Yeah,
As a
possibly so. And you know, I do feel for this is a Gen Z. I do feel for them because that connectivity is through the prism of social media, and it's a load of bollocks.
yeah, I 100% agree. I am very happy when I manage not to be on social media, when I manage to just not touch it for like hours or like any sort of day or something. It's noticeably. It's I am lighter on my feet.
Okay. Radu Isac, thank you for being on the Hurt
Thank,
Locker.
thank you very much for having me. Like honestly, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it last time. I really enjoyed it this time as well.
You know what? I enjoyed it as well. And I'm going to be honest with you. Towards the end of this, you opened up, and I thank you for that.
Thank you for opening me up. It was good.
Thank you. And that's a wrap, Tim. The Hurt Locker is a safe space for our guests to openly share their mental health experiences. If you have been affected by any of the content in this recording, then please reach out for support. If it is an emergency, dial 999. If you would like to talk to somebody today, then please call the Samaritans on 116 123. Stay safe. Thanks for listening to this episode of The Hurt Locker. Please give us a rating or share with another listener. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Hurt Locker Pod.